Hello, everybody, and thank you for dropping by the Clown Cafe this week. On the menu for you, we have MTV's Scream the TV series, Season 1. It's what we will be getting into today. Season 2 will be its own part, and Season 3, well, we're just not going to talk about that one. Anyways, this is a first watch for Hannah, the other one, obviously not myself. Uh, and I was very excited to share the show with her because it is one of my favorites of all time. Has some of my favorite characters to ever come out of a horror project ever. So,
It is fun too. This is
yes,
actually one show I can say that actually has very well developed characters too, because most horror shows don't
don't
really.
really develop the characters, no. I love the character development in this show because there are several characters that come in and you're
Mm,
just kind of like, I don't like them. And then they
yeah,
become like your favorite characters. My
it's true.
personal favorite character, Brooke Maddox. Okay, I talk about her on my Twitter all the time. I love Brooke Maddox. She is my girl through and through. Uh, but she does not start out as the best character.
No,
She
I
definitely
do
kind
not
of
like her.
no. She's not a very likable character at first. She's very shallow. Uh, very self-absorbed. Very
Self-centered, yeah.
much not a good friend. Very selfish.
Yeah.
But she does some inner analysis and realizes, hey, I don't want to be this person. Let me start making some changes. And she starts to develop a lot as a character. She gets most of her development in the second season, I would say, which we are not going to be discussing today because we are still currently watching season 2 in our Discord server. We should be wrapped on that by Saturday, and then we'll do an episode on season 2 at some point.
Probably when you're at my
Probably so.
house.
Next week when I'm at Hannah's. All right, I could not find a synopsis on Letterboxd, which is what we usually read. So I will read you the Google overview of the season 1 plot, just so that you have an idea of what's going down. Because I'm sure we will
What's
miss
going
some
down?
things. I'm sure we will miss some things.
Yeah.
Uh, I know that we will mostly just be talking about the characters themselves in this episode, who we liked, who we didn't like. We'll discuss some predictions, the plot a little bit, but I'm sure that we won't touch on everything.
Yeah.
So, we will definitely dive deeper into everything as a whole whenever we wrap up on season 2. But, anyways, the synopsis says that Scream's first season follows teenagers in Lakewood who are targeted by a mass killer after a viral cyberbullying incident that stirs up memories of a past murder spree. Led by Emma Duval, the group becomes entangled in the mystery, which connects to the town's dark history involving the deformed Brandon James. The killer spree culminates in a violent finale where the mask is removed, revealing Piper Shaw, an aspiring podcaster, and Emma's half-sister seeking revenge for being given up for adoption by Emma's mother. So that just told you
Yeah.
everything you need to know right there. And
Literally.
that synopsis, I guess we should have given our spoiler warning at the very beginning, but as always, I don't know how many times I can give a spoiler warning in the episode.
Yeah.
I mean, we're reviewing and discussing in detail a movie or a TV show usually, so I feel like it should be kind of
A
common sense that
given.
there's going to be spoilers.
It's a
So
given. Yeah.
I'm sorry if I just spoiled that for you by reading that
Well,
synopsis, but you probably shouldn't be watching this episode if you haven't seen the show,
yep. I agree.
because we always discuss spoilers.
So we always spoil it because what else are we going to talk about if we don't?
Exactly. If we don't spoil it, we're not going to have anything to talk about. But anyways, the show opens with our our opening kill, which is performed by Bella Thorne.
I love that.
I did too.
That's my girl.
I know a lot of people hate Bella Thorne.
I don't care. I love her.
I know
She a
people have
diva.
reasons. I know she like allegedly ruined OnlyFans or something. I don't know much about that, but just like in general, I don't know.
Boo hoo.
She's a diva, and I don't know. I've always fucked with Bella Thorne. Okay,
I love her. Didn't she
ever
used
since
to
Shake It Up.
sing too? Yes. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm like yes, her and Zendaya.
Yep.
That
Ever
was
since the Shake
bad.
It Up days, I've loved Bella Thorne. And her opening kill is just iconic.
It is. It is.
I think it's way better than the opening of season. Well, there's really not an opening kill in season two. I mean, we're not really going to dive into that. The opening kill in season two is within a movie, so it doesn't really
Yeah.
count.
It just throws you off.
Yeah. So, I don't know. The opening kill in season one, far better.
Oh
Uh,
yeah.
she's she plays this rich girl, rich snooty girl, whatever, and I guess her parents are away for the weekend, or boyfriend or ex-boyfriend. I don't know what her and Tyler were to each other really.
Yeah.
I think it was clear that they had something going on from what happens in the beginning and like their text messages to each other that it shows.
Yeah.
But anyways, her parents are gone for the weekend. She's hanging out by the hot tub in her little bikini with her little Pomeranian.
No, no,
And
Papa.
she's getting all these creepy text messages from Tyler, who is obviously not Tyler. And then suddenly his head shows up in the hot tub, and she's like, "Oh, okay, cool." And she's trying to run away for her life. Well, she obviously doesn't make it. Poor girl, R.I.P. Gone too soon. Yeah. So
Diva down.
diva down for real.
Diva down.
That's how the show kicks off, and then we immediately meet our final girl, which is in true Scream fashion.
Are you talking about Emma?
Yeah, in the
Okay, I
first,
was like,
yeah,
okay.
in the first season, after the opening, I'm pretty sure it immediately goes to Emma and Will. That scene where
Oh, I'm
they're
sure.
sitting there studying at the beginning, and she's like, "Why didn't you call me back last night?" And he's like, "Oh, my phone died." And you can tell he's full of shit.
Mm.
Yeah.
And then it's crazy because I don't catch on to things like that when I'm watching, like for my first time. I feel like I'm
Mhm.
oblivious as fuck.
Oh no, definitely. Me too. I'm oblivious on my first watch it to everything. I miss so many things.
Yeah,
The only reason I pick up on some, and I'm picking up on new details on this watch that I have never picked up on before.
that's
Um,
crazy.
I kind of accidentally almost put a spoiler. I kind of put a spoiler in the chat last night in Discord on accident. I thought I censored it. I didn't say any names. I just used a pronoun when I was referring to the killer, and I immediately deleted the chat. But where was I fucking going with this? I don't know. Oh yeah. I picked up on something about this specific character that I was like, man, I really don't know how I did not pick up on these things before, cuz
so, so are you telling me that the killer in season 2 was somebody who was in season 1?
I
Like
don't
a
know.
main character?
No,
You
I'm
do
saying
know.
I'm
You do
saying
know.
no, I'm saying like on my first time watching, I didn't pick up on these like key little details that make it
Mm.
very obvious who the
Obvious.
killer is. Like they make it so beyond obvious who the killer is, and I was oblivious. I was just like, nah, I
Yeah.
don't know.
I was oblivious every time. I'm like that in Scream too. The
Me
only one
too.
I called was Scream 5 because I just knew it was Richie. But
I called Amber in Scream 5.
I
I didn't expect Richie, actually. I was so thrown off
did.
when it was actually him because I was like, oh, he's funny. I like him. And then he was the killer, and I was like, that's dumb.
I felt like he was playing stupid, being like, "Oh, I've never seen these horror movies before. Let me just watch every single one on Netflix."
Look, I wanted to
Yeah.
believe the best. Okay? I wanted to be like, oh, no, they're not doing the same thing that they always do.
See, and I just expected it. Amber threw me off because I was like,
You were like, damn, that's
"Ow,
the ultimate betrayal
that's
to
fucked up." That's
to
like if I
Tara.
did some shit to you. Like, they were besties for like a long time.
Yes, and in the OG script, they were girlfriends, so.
Why didn't we get gay Tara and Amber?
We should have. That would have been.
Oh, I'm
That was
pissed.
that was in the OG script. They were supposed to be a couple. Um. Anyways, back to Scream the TV show. I don't even
Sorry.
know what we were talking about, but yeah,
Just
no,
killers being oblivious and us
yeah,
not realizing it when I first watch. I
yes.
feel like, I mean, obviously, because I know who the killer is in season one, I'm going to know who it is.
Hmm.
But I really want to rewatch it just to see if they make it really obvious. Because I feel like they do. I feel like it was slapped in your face and I just didn't realize.
Yeah, I think there were definitely lots of moments, like
Like the coffee
especially if you
shop one should have been a red flag to me, and I didn't pick up on it.
which one, the one where like her video went
Her
viral?
video got leaked. Yeah, like
Yeah,
I
because
don't.
she's sitting there
She
like
was, yeah.
quickly typing on her computer like very
Yes.
aggressively as Noah's
And
sitting there
yes.
trying to hack the thing.
Yep.
I picked
I
up on
should have.
that this season
I
too. I mean, this rewatch also that I hadn't picked up on before, and I was like,
As soon as I found out she was the killer, all these things kept coming back in my
coming back,
head,
and
and I
you're
was like, "Are
like,
you fucking serious?"
oh, it was right in front of me this whole time.
And
Because
I'm over
no,
here
like
blaming the man.
exactly,
I was blaming
valid,
Kieran. I was like, it's either
valid.
Kieran or it's the cop, which is his dad. So it's one of them two fuckers.
One of them for real.
It
And
was.
then Kieran's dad dies at the end of the season, and then
That
you
was
start feeling bad.
a gut wrenching kill, literally.
It was. That scene makes me so sad when I rewatch it. Like, I don't care for Sheriff Hudson's character that much.
Me
I
neither, but it
mean,
was still sad.
I mean,
Maggie
he's
was.
he's a dilf for real, but Maggie was just going through it. I felt so bad for her.
Dude, Maggie gets way too much shit
She
from
does.
everyone, especially Emma. And oh my god, like I know I was that way when I was a teenager to my mom, but fuck, it makes me so mad watching because Maggie does not deserve the shit she gets.
Mm-hmm.
Poor baby.
I know Emma's
She's a
like
victim too.
Maggie's like the biggest victim out of anybody
For real.
because first of all, she went through this shit when she was a teenager, and
Thought it was done for.
Emma's dad was attacked
Yeah.
and then left because of all of his PTSD bullshit. And so she's had to raise Emma by herself. Now Killer is back,
Back.
wants vengeance, and she knows it's connected to the past. And she's having to try to keep these secrets to protect her daughter, and her daughter's just like, I don't know. I love Emma. I love Emma. This is not Emma hate, I promise, because I do love Emma Duval.
I
And I
do
think
too.
she gets way too much hate because I can understand both sides. I think she gives Maggie too much shit, but also I understand because she has been through hell
Yeah.
herself.
And she's a teen.
So,
Like,
yes.
we all gave our parents shit as we were teens.
Yeah.
Don't try to act like we were all innocent.
No. I understand both sides. I just wish that she was a little nicer to Maggie because
I know.
Maggie's been through the fucking ringer.
I know. I feel like I don't know. I always think about movies, like stuff like this, like what would I do? Like I'm a mom. Would I
Right.
tell my daughter that some serial killer tried to kill me when I was a teenager and now they're trying to come after them? Yeah, I probably would. But they believe me? No, they'd probably put me in a fucking insane asylum.
Psych ward, they'd be like, no.
But at least I'd be honest. What was that?
Really big trucks and trailers that come through here and they make so much noise.
My neighbors come home blasting music and it like shakes our entire apartment unit. I'm like, God damn. Fucking bass is like boom.
I was
Crazy.
gonna try to go in chronological order, but I've already gotten myself out of the
Oh,
order.
for the show?
It's just so
It's
difficult. Like
hard for me
me
to do
and
that.
me and Hannah can't stay on one track. Like we just have to bounce around all over the place. That's the only
Sorry.
way we can do this. Like if y'all
let
want
me
chronological, don't watch our podcast.
no, for real.
Plain and simple. Fuck, I forgot I've been.
On even when I take notes, I don't go in my note order. I just go off of like what comes into my head. So
I'm trying
honestly,
to go to the like the
That
individual
sounded cool.
episode synopsises just so I can like
Like kind of remember
kind
like
of
what
yeah,
happened in each episode. Yeah,
yeah,
no, that's
leading up.
smart.
So the first season is 10 episodes. The second one is 12, and then there's a bonus episode which is about an hour and a half long. It's a Halloween special. Uh so a relatively short show. Very quick and easy watch.
It is.
But yeah, so we get introduced to all the characters in the first episode, really, and we get a lot of backstory in the first episode because Nina dies. Obviously, she's the opening kill, and everybody at school finds out that she has been murdered. And so Noah gives us his little Brandon James monologue or whatever when
I
they're
love
all
Noah.
they're all sitting like in the hallway or wherever outside the print. I don't know. They're at
Yeah,
school.
they're at school.
Everybody's seeing the grief counselor because Nina has died, even though nobody's grieving Nina because she was
Cause
apparently
she
a terrible
a
human
shit
being and
ass
treated
fucking
everybody
human.
treated everybody horribly.
They're like,
Uh,
oh no, she's gone.
I know everybody was like, "Oh no." Oh, it's
Especially
just
Brooke. Brooke was just like, oh god, she's gone. Oh no. Oh no.
they were like, and Noah and Audrey were both like,
My real queens and king.
yeah, Noah straight up. He said he was like, shock, maybe, yeah, but sad, grief, no.
It's okay.
He was like, she tormented me and my friend, so I don't really have anything to grieve. But whatevs, you know.
I actually forgot that Nina was the one who did that whole thing to Audrey too, to be honest.
Yeah. So Nina, before she died, took a video of Audrey kissing her girlfriend in a car in an empty parking lot and blasted it all over the internet to out her and
Poor
humiliate
Audrey.
her. Because obviously, when the show came out, times were a little different still. Things
Yeah.
weren't as accepted.
Accepted, yeah.
And unfortunately, Emma was present when the video was recorded. So
And she didn't fucking try to stop. What a friend.
she didn't. And
I would
her
have
and
slapped
Audrey,
that phone out her fucking hand.
you can tell whenever Audrey and Emma first interact that there's some history there. Like they're not
Yeah.
really friends now, but they used to be at some point.
Yeah.
And they dive way more into that. Dive way more into that in season 2. Like their past friendship and how they've been best friends since they were little kids and everything. But yeah, no, they've clearly drifted apart. They're not really close anymore. Emma's with the popular crowd. You know, high school
Au-
shit, the same thing that happens
Audrey.
in
Audrey's my cute little punk rock
Baby.
bye baddie.
Yep,
I love Audrey.
I
Love
do. I
her.
love Audrey so
Love
bad.
her.
But you know, we get Noah some monologue when they're in the hallway and they're all sitting and I think it was Kieran that's like, who's Brandon James? Because they start playing the whole, oh, maybe
Mm-hmm.
Brandon James' back angle. And Noah's, talking about it. And Kieran's like, who's Brandon James? And Noah's like, oh,
Let
who's
me
Brandon
fill you
James? Let me
in.
tell you. And so he tells the whole story about how basically Brandon was born with facial deformities. He had to have all these surgeries, so they made him special masks
Yeah.
for the surgeries to, keep his face together. Um, and I can't get my words out. Anyways, he's like, yeah, so, he had all these surgeries and he was bullied a lot. And then one day he just kind of snapped and killed a bunch of people. And he was stalking and
Oh.
harassing this girl, Daisy. And da 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 da. And then he got killed. Okay. Obviously, we find out later that's not exactly what happened at all in the slightest. We find out later that Maggie and Brandon were actually very close.
Yeah.
That Maggie's Daisy, and that they grew up next door to each other. They were very close, and she wanted to protect him from everybody because everybody did treat him like shit. And I don't know. I don't know if they ever really clarified if he actually killed anybody or not. Like, I think he did, but I don't know.
I know they talked about it in the ending, and I honestly don't think. I think Maggie said that he never even hurt anybody, like
Yeah.
ever. So
Yeah. I don't
it
know. I
sucks.
don't. I think maybe she said something about like he did snap and
I can't
ended up
remember
killing
exactly.
them, and I think he did try to kill
Let's see.
Kevin because I don't know.
As
We
he
literally
should.
just watched season 1, but here we are, and I'm like, these things are leaving my brain.
I'm looking it up because now I want to know. Yes, okay, thank you. Hannah literally just said exactly that. AI literally said exactly what you just did. Like, oh, he was bullied and brutally murdered 5 high school students. However, it turned out he was framed for. So, did he
Yeah.
kill anybody or not? That doesn't
Yeah,
really answer my
that's I
question.
don't know. Like because Maggie tells the story completely differently about what happened. She
Yeah.
says, he showed up to the dance that night to see Maggie, talk to Maggie or whatever, because I'm sure it had something to do with the whole baby thing, because we find out obviously later that, Maggie was carrying Brandon James's child
Yeah.
because her and Kevin were having problems. Anyways, so he apparently like showed up to the dance and then got jumped by a bunch of jocks that thought that he was, a
Makes me so sad.
monster just because he was deformed and had to have all these surgeries.
People are so fucked.
Yeah,
It makes me so sad.
but his backstory is so sad, and it
It
it makes
is.
me so sad. And
Me too.
honestly, I mean, Piper was kind of valid. Piper was kind of valid, okay?
Honestly, she was because like she just got fucking put up for adoption while Emma gets the best life fucking possible. I mean, it's not really Emma's fault, but
Yeah, I
she has
mean,
the
she shouldn't
best
have taken
life
it out
like
on Emma, but
possible.
like,
Nah.
I don't know. Like, I kind of understand. I don't
It's just
know.
a jealousy thing. That's why she took it out on Emma. She just
It
wanted
is,
Emma's perfect little life, even
but
though Emma was
she,
clueless.
she was definitely right. I feel like in wanting vengeance for her dad
Oh yeah, because
because
he got fucking mistreated horribly,
he
and
did
no, and
like
everybody was still talking bad on him, like he was the bad guy. Like after
yeah.
all those years, I would have
Even
been like, "Fuck you guys!"
I mean,
Like,
even in the first season, they're still speculating. Oh, Brandon James is back. He's
yeah,
killing people. Like he's
like
still.
how didn't he get shot by the cops on the exact same pier? At
Mhm.
it's like, come on, come on.
Yeah, yeah. There are some things though that happen this season that raise a lot
On
of questions about
honestly,
that,
it's a Scream series.
about
I'm
his
not
backstory.
surprised. So is he actually a bad? Don't tell me. I'll watch. I'll watch. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
ask any
we'll
questions.
get there. I don't really know if it's at. I think it's more towards the end because, Miguel in season 2, which we're not really getting into season 2, but Miguel, the new sheriff, he talks about how he's originally from Lakewood. It dives a lot more into like his history in Lakewood, and him and Maggie and Kevin were all like close friends, and he was close friends with them and Brandon, and so we kind
Oh,
of get a lot more of that backstory, like of the adults in this season
okay,
also,
cool.
which is fun.
I was hoping for something like that because
Yeah,
I
they
feel
talk
like
a
we
lot
get
more,
a lot for the kids or
but not
teens.
as much for them
Yeah,
when they went through it first. So we'll
yeah,
see.
exactly.
We'll see in the second season. But yeah, let's see what all happens in season 1.
I know Maggie gets this thing in the mail that says Daisy, and she's all, "Oh, I think it was for the neighbor," but then she obviously knew that it was
Yeah, well, she
hers.
gets the she
And it
gets
was
the
like a
heart.
body part, right? Yeah, it was a
Yeah, she
fucking
gets the
heart.
she gets the pig heart in the box
Mhm.
first, and it's made out to Daisy. And then she also gets the necklace at some point, I think. Or was the
Mhm.
necklace? Did she get the necklace, or was it just the one that she pulled out of the dead guy's
Oh, out
throat
of
at the
the.
end?
Oh yes, yeah, yeah.
Cause
That's the one, the heart one that she pulls out
yeah,
of the guy's throat. Yeah.
yeah, I think that might have been because no, yeah, that's right. Because she gets the heart, and then at some point the yearbook shows up at
Is
the house too.
was the heart from Brandon? I'm assuming a necklace he gave her. Is that why?
Yeah,
Okay. Okay. I didn't
yeah,
know, but I assumed.
because they dive into that more in season two
Season two,
about
of
how
course.
they talk a lot more about her friendship with him and like how he would leave her gifts and how close they were and stuff that nobody really knew because, they think, oh, she was just being nice to this guy. Obviously, they had a deeper relationship than
Relationship.
that
Clearly,
because
if they had a fucking kid together, I
yeah,
mean.
she did give birth to his baby and then put it up for adoption. Yeah.
God, that's so
So,
sad.
let's see. Who are our main players in season 1? We've got
Well, I love
Emma,
Noah. Noah reminds
yes,
me of
Randy.
wow. Yes, I was like, how did his fucking name just leave my head?
He's
Yes,
like a better version of Randy to me. I like Noah
he
way
is.
more than I like Randy.
He is. I love Randy, but Noah is
Mhm.
definitely a lot less annoying.
Yeah, I agree. I like
Sorry,
Randy a lot.
Randy.
I like Randy a lot. He is one of my favorite Scream characters. Not so
Same.
much Jamie Kennedy, no offense.
I
Not that
don't
you
know
would
who
ever
that
be
is.
watching this. His actor.
Oh.
He's a little musty these days. Anyways, Noah. Noah is far superior. He's the way better
Yeah.
horror nerd. Um,
And he has a pod. Oh well, that's season 2. But he's got
he
a
does.
podcast. He's us.
He is us. I was like, I said something in chat. I was like, oh my god, Noah's on his Clown Cafe pod shit.
Yes, I love it. All right. Anyways,
Yeah, we've
yeah, we
got
got
Noah,
Noah, my baby
Audrey,
Audrey.
and then Emma.
Oh, she's awake.
All right. Sorry for the brief interruption. There was a little child,
A little gremlin awoke.
a little gremlin awoke.
Oh, there's
Speaking
another
of,
gremlin.
speaking of, there's another
There's
one.
another one.
Talk to
Goodness.
me. Okay, so season 1, our main players, we have Noah, Audrey, Emma, Brooke, Will,
Kieran.
Kieran,
Well.
Riley, Jake, Mr. Branson, Brooke's dad, Emma's mom, Maggie, uh, Sheriff Hudson. I think that's really it. Piper.
That's pretty much it, yeah.
Piper.
Piper.
Those are really the only characters. And then, I mean, Rachel Murray, but she dies so fast.
Yeah.
That's Riley's, I mean, not Riley, Audrey's girl.
Yeah.
She,
Her death was sad.
it is, because they frame it to
Pissed
look
me off.
like she killed herself, and it was just really depressing, because she did self-harm, and she was very depressed as it was. So Audrey thinks that she genuinely did kill herself, and Emma thinks that she did, so she's blaming herself because she was there when the video of
Yeah.
Audrey and Rachel got released, and
She
they
could have
were,
stopped it.
yeah, and they were being cyberbullied because of it. So, anyways, but then we come to find out that Rachel's death was actually a murder and it was just staged to look like a suicide. Still a little unsure on her death, though, because even after knowing who the killers are in both seasons, I don't know why they killed Rachel.
They probably only killed Rachel to get to Audrey to try to make her
Go
like
crazy.
more vulnerable and yeah, go
And the way that
insane.
they toy with her in season 2, yeah.
Yeah. I literally feel like it was just a jab at Audrey. They didn't give two fucks about her at all.
Yeah.
They just wanted to, you know,
Because
upset her.
I can't see another reason why they would,
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's just like, I mean, kind of like Will. I mean, was Will involved in it? I can't remember, but because weren't Will and Jake a little sussy sus
Yeah.
doing some shady shit with Emma or no, Brooke's dad?
Yeah, so there was this malware in season 1 that was put onto pretty much all of their computers, like all of the main people's computers, and it was just basically for them to spy on people through their
Okay.
webcams. And so they had the footage of the mayor getting a body out of a trunk and putting it in a freezer.
Oh yeah, him dragging
And
him.
yeah. And so apparently Nina and Tyler were blackmailing the mayor to get money out of him. They were blackmailing him with this video. And Jake's like, "Hey, why don't we just finish what they started? Because now they're dead. So let's finish what Nina and Tyler started. Let's get some money because you need it for your scholarship.
Yeah.
And, everybody wins. Whatever." So they're being a little shady because you don't really. I don't even know, like, if they had shown what they were, like, why they were blackmailing him before.
I don't recall, to
Because
be honest.
I know Jake shows the video to Brooke, but I think that's the first time that we, like the audience, actually sees the video and understands why he's being blackmailed.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think at first it's just like, oh, they're blackmailing the mayor and yada yada yada, and it makes them look really sus because then they're
Yeah.
going in there and Jake's getting a little bit aggressive,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
breaks the mayor's nose, slams his face into the steering wheel and stuff. So you're like, I don't know, I don't really trust these two dudes
Mm. I definitely did not at all.
because
At all.
they definitely set them up to be red herrings.
Yeah.
There's so many red herrings though.
There is. It's insane.
Like they do a
Insane.
really good job at making pretty much every character suspicious in some way. Like I feel
Yeah.
like
Literally. Especially season two. Season two
yeah,
is the
season
worst. I
2.
am so lost right now. I'm like, who the
Season
fuck?
2 especially, but
Is
like even season 1, I feel like you're constantly like, okay, maybe this person's the killer. Well, maybe this
yeah.
person's the killer. Oh, maybe this person's the killer. Like
I
it's
thought it
constantly
was like
bouncing around.
I thought it was Will and Jake, and then I thought it was Kieran, and then I thought it was his dad.
Hmm.
And I was wrong. I was just all wrong
And then
about
it's
everything.
and then it's Piper.
Liz Piper.
Uh yeah. So I'm trying to think what all happens in season 1. We just watched it, but we immediately dove into season 2, so my brain's kind of trying to
I
blend the
know.
two.
It's hard. I know. I wish that we would have recorded before starting season two because
I
that's so
know.
fresh in my brain. It's all I can think
I
about.
know, me too, because it's what we're actively watching right now. We are
Yes.
halfway through season 2 right now.
Yeah.
We've been watching
Yeah.
2 episodes a day in our Discord server,
It's been
and we
fun though.
immediately, like, we finished season 1 on what, Sunday? And
Yeah.
then on
Monday we're like,
Monday,
oh,
we were
fuck
like,
it.
all right, we're diving right in. Because we were going to wait until we were going to just record this week. We weren't going to do any streams. We were just going to record. And then next week when I went to Hannah's, we were going to do the watching. But we were both like, you know what? I'm flying across the country. We want to enjoy our
Yeah.
time together as besties
Yes.
and do fun, silly shit and not have to worry about any kind of
Exactly.
obligations.
Plus, we're gonna make a bunch of fun, silly little content.
Bonus
So.
content. Yeah, we have a few things up our sleeves that we're planning. And we're going to be doing lots of bonus content for Halloween Horror Nights. I know
Oh yeah.
we talked about doing like a food review and making a bunch of silly little TikToks at Universal, and I'm sure we'll do a bunch of other silly little stuff. So we'll be
We'll
doing stuff next week, but
we'll do like a walkthrough of the clown cafe. Well, I guess we could do like a little video of the clown
hmm
cafe like thing in front. But I was trying to talk about the fucking
the fun
house.
house, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that would be cool.
I'm
I'm so excited.
excited.
Me too.
Only 4
I
days,
know.
and I'm getting on an airplane. I'm so nervous.
I'm nervous too.
I've
Oh
never flown
Lord.
by myself before.
I'm gonna have to go
Scared.
back to LAX and I'm gonna yell at them and be like, you guys, for
You're
not
like,
letting me get on last time.
exactly.
But it's
Lame
okay.
as hell.
Here we are now.
Here we are now. I'm flying and staying a week with Hannah. And you know what? We're gonna have the best time ever.
Yes, we are.
And my whole family thinks I'm gonna get murdered, so.
Honestly, if you were, it would be my child. She'd be saying some crazy shit sometimes. She said the other day, she was all, Mom, whenever I get mad, I'm gonna kill all my enemies and the people who make me mad. I was like,
Oh, okay, girl.
okay, you go, Queen.
You said period.
I will defend you until the day I die, so go off.
Go off.
Anyways, back
We
to
have
stream,
such,
sorry.
I know, we have such a hard time staying on track. And it's not even because we're not interested in what we're talking about. We just, ADHD brain, it'd be going crazy.
It do.
But, yeah,
I
so
mean,
we discussed our key players that are on the board. Riley, unfortunately, is the first. I'd consider Riley more of a side character than a
she
main
kind of
character.
was.
But her relationship with Noah was very cute, I will say. I absolutely loved them. She was such a sweetie pie.
She was.
The
She was
like
a genuine person.
I feel like everybody in the show is kind of a they have to grow on you character.
But not her. She
But
was just
Riley was just from the jump. You were like, oh, this little cutie pie.
Yeah. And of course she's the first one to fucking go because they want to rip your heart out and stomp on it and then spit on it.
That episode makes me so mad every time I watch it too because I'm like, Brooke, sit the fuck down. Dude. Why are you going to meet this pedophile? Sit the fuck down. Ugh. Sit the fuck down, okay?
Yeah.
And instead she leaves. Yeah. And now Emma's like, oh, well, I have to find Brooke because where the fuck did Brooke go? And then the killer's like, all right, I'll let you pick which one lives. And she says, don't hurt Brooke. And tries to race back to the police station to be with Riley. And, well, Riley's already dead. So.
Dude, I hate to bring up Scream again, but it's like when they call oh my god, I'm gonna say Melissa because it's her fucking character, but whatever. Sam, and he's all, or well, it's Amber, so she's all, who are you gonna choose, Richie or Tara? And she's all, don't make me choose. But they actually stalled and won. This time, didn't work. Emma didn't think that way. She should have stalled the fucking killer.
Yeah.
I hated her death. Her death made me so fucking sad. I remember crying because I was like, are you serious?
It was so sad. All alone. And then when she calls Noah, she's bleeding out, and then she calls Noah, and Noah is like, obviously Noah has never touched a woman a day in his life. Okay.
He's very much a virgin.
They make that very known, okay? That's why they are bi-curious and the virgin. Because Noah is like, yeah, I've never touched a woman a day in my life. I don't know what I'm doing. And he is such a dork. He doesn't know how to flirt.
He is.
He's so
cute.
He's my precious little Pookie. I love him to death. And he finally found a little nerdy girl that, gets all of his references and wants to nerd out with him. And I don't know, they were just so cute and sweet and pure. Cute. And she calls him, and whenever she's like laying there bleeding out, dying, and she's like, I can see our stars, Noah. I was like, no. No.
Stop it. I'm literally getting the chills again. This shit's so sad. I literally think that's probably the saddest death.
I think so too.
All the deaths that I've seen in this whole show so far.
Even out of season 2, I think that. Well, actually, nope. I lied.
I'm gonna get my heart stomped on again.
Yep. Yep. The one in season 2 might be worse. I think actually no. I will say 110%. To me, the one in season 2 is like that, but on crack. Like, it is so much. It's so depressing.
Oh, I'm gonna sob. I already can tell. Because
Mainly
I cried
because
at
mainly
her
because in
death.
the one in season 2, like you think there's some hope, and then all of the hope just
Mm,
squashed.
love it. Gotta love when movies just stomp you on your heart like that.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah,
Oh
Riley
wait, this isn't a
dies.
movie, it's a show.
Yeah. Riley dies. And then what happens after that? Um, well, they obviously find out Tyler is not the killer because right now, at the beginning of the show, Tyler is their chief suspect because they have yet to find him.
Yeah.
Tyler's dead. Obviously, we saw his head in the hot tub in the first episode, so we all, the
Yeah.
audience, knows that he's dead, but nobody else
Yeah.
knows he's dead. And the night that Riley dies is when the car crashes and they recover the wreckage or whatever, and they can't find his head. And they're like, well, that's weird. His body's in the car, but where the fuck is his head? And Emma gets the yearbook and it's talking about, go back to where the mask was made or something to find out the truth. And they end up at the abandoned hospital where Brandon had all of his surgeries. And that's when they uncover all of the evidence. And what is in this evidence? Oh, Tyler's head. And they're like, well, if
Love it.
Tyler's head's there and his body's somewhere else, he's definitely not the killer.
That's when they went to the cop station, right?
Well,
Or because
they
they know, I
got
think they went there twice actually.
they get tipped off in season 1 and the cops show up at the hospital.
Mm, of
And
course.
then yeah, and that's when they download the files off of Nina's
Yeah, yeah.
laptop.
I
And then
remember that.
Noah's like, "Oh, it's okay. This is encrypted. I'll just hack this shit." And so he's sitting there hacking it, whatever. He's like, "All right, we're almost there." And then it cuts to Piper at the coffee shop as she's typing away on her computer, and you're like, "Oh, she's just working hard, girl. Just working hard." Yeah,
Since
working
all she
hard
does is
on
just sit there and work on her computer at the coffee shop all day, every
yeah.
day.
I
You
get
don't think anything of it.
I don't know if she was like trying to fight Noah in that scene as he's like actively trying
Like
to hack
trying
into
to,
this encrypted file,
yeah.
or if she's like, I don't know, or if she's making sure that it gets what file
Uploaded.
gets uploaded. I don't know.
I don't know.
But that shit was so fucked up. Okay, you're like, oh, let me just sit here
Yeah.
and relish in my sister, my long lost sister, her first time
Sex tape.
getting
Hello.
aired that she didn't know was recorded, mind
Yeah.
you, getting aired out for everyone.
Yeah.
And she's just sitting there
Dude.
like, oh no, oh my god, are you okay, Emma? Bitch, fuck you.
For real. As if you were not the one who was
Did that.
fucking responsible for this.
Exactly.
The way everyone in the coffee shop looked at Emma too, I would
I
have just
know.
dropped on the floor and been like, just kill me. Please. So embarrassing.
And I don't, like, everybody makes fun of her. Like, I would just be like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that
Really?
that happened to you. That's terrible.
Seriously. I don't know why everyone in shows are always such fucking assholes.
They
Like,
are.
where's the empathy? Like,
Ex-
this. Why do you not feel bad at all?
Exactly. Like, that girl did not ask for that to be recorded, and then it
No.
was posted online without her consent.
Poor Emma.
That's
I would
fucked
have
up.
crashed out.
I would have crashed the fuck out too. You know what? All of Emma's crash outs valid as hell because
Real.
she was going through it.
Hell yeah. Shit.
So then I'm trying to think of what else happens. Will and Jake are still being shady. Uh,
Fuck Will, by the way. Just have to put
yeah,
that out there.
we
Hated him
all
from the very beginning.
Will, and you know what the thing is? It, I feel like Will is supposed to be the more likable character out of the two.
Mm,
Like between Jake and Will, I think he's supposed to be the more likable character. But everybody I know hates Will
yeah.
Belmont
Hate him.
and
Like,
loves Jake Fitzgerald.
see,
So,
I didn't like Jake at first either. I was like, yeah, Jake's kind of a douche, but like, literally, fuck Will, I don't like you.
yeah.
But I was willing to give Jake a
Will
second
did
chance,
so
and he gave
much.
his redemption.
See, my thing is, and I think the reason that
Kinda.
people hate Will more, Jake was an asshole, and he knew he was an asshole, and he owned up to the fact he was an asshole.
Yes, he was real
Will,
about it.
yes,
Will
Will
was a
tried to
fake
play,
bitch.
he tried to play the nice guy role when he wasn't a fucking nice guy. He did so
Exactly.
much shit to
Mhm.
Emma, to his
Mhm.
friends.
Yep.
Like, okay, we find out that the only reason that you approached Emma in the first place was because
He wanted
you
to
were
fuck
bet,
Nina.
yeah, or, well, she bet him that he couldn't sleep with Emma within a month
Oh yeah.
or something,
Mhm.
and that's why he approached her and wanted to take her on a date, and then
That's so
recorded their first
fucked.
time.
Didn't Brooke was the one that told
Told
Emma
her.
that, right? Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
I remember that.
Well, Nina, yeah, because they're at the wake for Nina's death, and that's when
Mhm.
she basically says, "Oh, your life will certainly be less complicated." And Emma's like, "What the fuck is that supposed to mean?" And then
Brooke
she's
was
like,
messy at
she
first.
was being messy. Like she was trying to be a good friend
She was.
in
She just
her
didn't
own
know how to
way.
do it. Yeah.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
didn't know how to be that friend at first.
Yeah.
She's definitely learned now.
Oh yeah.
But at first it
No.
was just like, you deserve to know. I don't know how to tell you, but you deserve to know this, so I'm going to air it
Yeah.
out. Did she do
Yeah.
it in the most appropriate way? No, she should have approached Emma
No.
in private and told her these things. She should not have aired it out in front of
Yeah.
everyone because
For
that's embarrassing
everyone.
as
Yeah.
hell. Uh, but
Especially at like a wake of your friend, like
right. She
whoa.
had good intentions, though.
She
She
did.
just did not have the right execution, I fear.
No.
And that's when Emma starts kind of talking to Kieran because she goes off to the greenhouse to be alone, and Kieran's in there, and they start chatting it up and basically start trauma dumping on each other. And so they start to kind of form a bit of a relationship.
I shipped them. I thought they were cute. Anybody but Will, to be honest.
No, so
Anybody
seriously.
but Will. Like when he kissed her on the football game, or
Ew,
football,
yeah.
the
The
basketball
basketball
game, I
game?
was so fucking mad. I was like, get your hands off
Get your
of her.
grubby
And
paws
then
off my girl.
Karen's just like looking like, damn,
He's like,
that sucks.
I know, he's so upset. He's like,
For real.
he said,
He's
I
like,
thought you were
that's
gonna leave that piece of shit. The fuck?
for real. I like love triangle here.
For real. Bad.
Mm.
Especially after episode 7. That's when shit really starts to hit the fan in this season. That's the bowling alley episode. Um,
Oh, okay, yes, yes.
so what happens there? So, okay. Will wants to try to be the good guy, be the hero, and he approaches Piper and he's like, "Hey, I have an inside scoop on some shit, and I'm gonna try to do the right thing, but also I'm gonna give you a story and a chance to clear my name." He tries to, undo all the shit that they had done with the mayor. He tries to return the money and be like, "Oh, the video's gone. This is the last copy. Here you go." Like, leave me be. I'm trying to be a good person now. But
I hate
it's all
him.
it's all selfish. It's because he wants
Yeah,
Emma back. He's doing all of this because he wants Emma back, and he has done so
literally.
many terrible things to this girl. He's like, "Oh, we're gonna put the blame on somebody else. I'm gonna clear my name, and that'll be that." And that's when the killer shows up and knocks Piper over the head or whatever, and then there's Will getting dragged off.
So, if Piper's the killer, who knocked her over the head?
The second killer.
Did we watch the same show? There's a second killer?
It's season 2, yeah, Piper's accomplice.
Oh, okay. Duh.
I know this whole season has been about Piper's accomplice and uncovering Piper's accomplice.
I was like, wait a minute, hold up. Hold up. Oh, Lord. It just hit me
Yes,
right now.
yes. There was a second kill. So I don't know. I don't know who killed who. That's something that
Damn.
I will have to discuss when we get into season 2. We'll have to discuss who we think killed who.
Hmm.
in season one
Yeah.
because there were very clearly two people
To
doing the
yeah.
stuff, even though they only
Hmm.
reveal one killer in the first season.
Well, I definitely don't think Piper killed Will. I don't know. I feel like that was obviously someone else. That was the brutalest kill ever.
Yeah, I'm gonna go and say I think that the other killer might have been the one responsible for that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't
I don't
remember where
know.
Piper was during that time, so it's hard to tell. But
I don't know because I know the reasoning was she. I think it might have been Piper solely
yeah.
for the fact that she puts a lot of emphasis, like when she calls Emma, and like when Emma shows up at Will's house and she gets the call and she's like, something's off about this, and she asks him the same question that she asked him earlier when they had talked about,
Mm.
oh, what do we have on our second date, blah blah blah. And they're like, I'm teaching you a fucking lesson because I was trying to teach you to stand up for yourself, and instead you went back to the same piece of shit that
Stupid
did you
asshole.
dirty, just
Yep.
like your mom did.
Yep.
So,
So true. I didn't think of it that way, but that's actually so true. Damn.
so I don't
Piper is
know.
so smart. What a smart girl.
She is. But the bowling alley scene is definitely one of my favorite in season one. That's one of my favorite episodes. They're trying to find Will, obviously, because he's been kidnapped, and they traced this. I think it was the signal on his phone or something. Noah traced it to the bowling alley that was out in the middle of nowhere. And so Jake, Brooke, Emma, and Noah. Audrey wasn't with them, was she?
Mm-mm.
No, she wasn't.
That's why they were
That's right.
trying to frame her
Yeah,
for it at first.
because
My girl, leave her alone.
Audrey was at home and Emma was allegedly studying with Audrey. And she was like, hey, Kieran, I need you to cover for me.
Yeah.
Eh.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so they go to the bowling alley, try to find Will. Will's still conscious, unfortunately. We
I
were
was
hoping he
so
was already
pissed
dead.
about that dude. Oh my god. When
I
they showed
know.
him alive, I was like, are you fucking serious? Die
It's
already!
it's so funny because our Discord chat, like while we're in the watch party, was just everybody being like, "Please, Will, die, 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 Will. When is he gonna die?" Everybody was like, "Please, I need this man to die ASAP."
Everyone.
And then the bowling alley
Yep.
scene comes up, and they find Will, and everybody was like, "No, no, he
We were
can't be
all
alive."
screaming.
Everybody was pissed as
Uh,
fuck, and I'm just like, "Just wait, guys, just wait." Like I'm sitting there, me and Toby are just sitting there like,
yeah.
please, just give it time. Just give it time, and you'll see. But Jake gets stabbed at the bowling alley, nearly fatal. I
yeah.
That definitely made him look more sus because he
It
gets
did.
stabbed in the
Yeah.
chest, pretty much right by his heart, and then it somehow misses his heart.
Yeah.
So I feel like that was mainly to make him look more suspicious
I
because a lot of
agree.
people did think that he might be the killer in the first season.
Mm-hmm.
And then let's see what else happens. I don't know. Killer gets away, obviously. Noah
Obviously.
Noah tries to make a knife stick to fight off the
I
killer,
do remember that.
and then
Oh,
he
I
loses
love
his knife
Noah.
stick. He loses his poor knife
He's such a
stick.
goof.
I can't remember what he says, but he says something. He makes
He
some
always has some.
comment.
He always has a funny comment.
He makes some comment about whenever his knife stick gets taken, and he's like talking about how it's gone and joined like the evil, uh, like the weapons of the killer or whatever. And he's just like, I don't remember what he says, but it's so funny.
Oh my
I
gosh.
wish I
I
could
don't
remember.
remember either.
I wish I could
I
remember, but it
really
makes me laugh
I really want to rewatch the first season just because
to pick up
I
on little
yeah.
things.
I feel like I don't remember a lot of it because we dove so fast into season 2.
Hmm.
I'm like, shit.
You also, I like, obviously everybody was not feeling Jake. Everybody was not fucking with Jake the whole
Yeah, I didn't
season.
care for him.
But then it's like, I don't know, you watch it through and then you watch the beginning of season 2. Obviously Jake doesn't make it very far. Spoiler alert for season 2 when we get there.
That
He doesn't
sucks, yeah.
doesn't doesn't make it very far, but once you go back and do your rewatches and you know all of these later things about
Yeah.
him, that's why you're like, oh, my Pookie. That's why I was in the chat the whole time, like, oh, my baby, I love him.
Every, everyone except Toby was like,
Yeah, me
ew.
and Toby are just in the chat, like, oh my god, Jake, 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 Jake. And everybody was like, ew, fuck this guy. I hope he dies soon. And we're like, no, that's my Shayla. Like, please. And we both
Yeah, I did not
obviously knew
like
that he
him.
was going to die very early into the second season, so.
I I kind of expected him to die, but definitely not as early as he did.
Yeah.
Like he died pretty early. I was like, oh,
Oh yeah, no, when I first
Jakey
watched season
poo.
2, I did not expect him to be dead in the first episode.
No, I expected maybe like episode 3. I don't know. They
Yeah.
literally were just like, all right, bye, Jake.
Yeah.
I
I
was
did
like,
hate
oh.
that because I was enjoying him and Brooke together a lot. I loved
I
them.
was too. I was enjoying watching them grow, and they would have been cute. They
Yeah,
just had to work their shit out, and
they
the killer
did.
needed to fuck off.
Yeah. Yeah, she definitely she rides hard for Jake in this season. I will say that much. Even after he dies,
She
like
does.
she everything that happens like from here on out in season 2, she's just like, "Ayo, fuck you guys. Fuck
Mm-hmm.
you.
As she should
Uh
too.
I just want my man back."
Mm-mm.
And that's
And
it.
fuck Mr. Is it Branson?
Yes, fuck Mr.
Yeah,
Branson, that
fuck
pedophile.
him. Pedophile ass, nasty motherfucker. Can't stand him. Why are you over here flirting it up with your fucking high school student? Like,
It was like
ugh,
16 or 17.
pisses me off
I
so
think
bad. I can't stand him.
I think Brooke is like 16 or 17 in the first season because I know in season 2 they reveal that Kieran is almost 18, that he's 17, almost 18.
Oh yeah, so then Brooke would be like 16 in the first
Yeah.
season.
So definitely a minor.
Gross.
And I don't
And
they
he's
don't
not.
they don't reveal how old he is, but there's no way he is like a
Oh
super young teacher.
no. Like he doesn't look that young. Like he's already got like the facial stubble, five
Yeah.
o'clock shadow type of look. Like he's
Yeah.
obviously in his late 20s,
Yeah, especially
early
when they
30s.
yeah, they cuz then they reveal, that
That he
before he
already
moved
did some
here,
shady
yeah,
shit.
he did some shady shit somewhere else
Yeah.
where he had a inappropriate relationship. I think he was teaching at a college though. Previously, I think they mentioned he was teaching at a college and had an affair with a younger girl. I think they say she was 18, so it wasn't illegal, but still weird. And then she ends up
Still,
dead, and he moves to a different town and changes his name. Sus as fuck. So that's why he ends up becoming like the chief
the names,
suspect
yeah.
in the investigation later on. Uh,
Which, is funny because even though I hated him and his character was disgusting and whatever, I knew he was not the killer.
mhm.
Like, I don't know. They tried, not that they tried too hard to try to make him look like the
Like the
killer,
killer.
but I just knew it wasn't. Like, it just,
Yeah,
that
no.
felt like that would have been way too obvious.
Yes.
Like, way too obvious. So I was
Especially
like, no,
when
that's definitely
Noah's
not him.
especially when Noah's all like Brandon's
Yeah.
son. I'm like, Noah, shut the fuck up. Like, shut the fuck up, Noah.
Dude, I love him so much. He's so funny.
Like,
Uh,
okay, there's nothing shady about this man. He's just a pedophile. That
uh,
plain and simple. He didn't
yeah.
kill anybody. He's a
He's just a
pedophile.
nasty motherfucker that is gonna keep bouncing from place to find younger girls until he gets caught up. That's the type of man he is.
Yep,
Ew.
absolutely.
Anyways.
Yeah. So, anyways, at the end of at the end of the very end of the episode of episode 7, when the whole bowling alley incident happens, Will makes it out alive of the bowling alley,
Yay.
and everybody's devastated. Not the characters, obviously. They're all like, "Yay, Will's alive!" We're all in the chat like
Dude.
mourning the non-loss of Will Belmont, and then something beautiful happens at the very end of the episode.
The
Uh,
most beautiful
uh,
thing ever.
maybe not for Emma, because God,
Sorry,
that's
Emma.
so fucking traumatizing
Oh
to
yeah. Oh
witness in
fuck
person,
yeah.
I can't even
That
imagine.
that death was brutal. Like
His is probably one of the most
brutal.
brutal in the whole
Yeah,
series. But yeah,
it
no,
is.
Emma's like, oh, okay, yeah, he just got attacked. I'll go spend some time with him. And she shows up, and then he's like tied up to a chair behind this piece of farming equipment. I don't even know what it is really. I couldn't
I
tell
don't
you what
either,
that thing's
but
called. But yeah, she basically the killer's like, oh, you better start running, and so she does, and runs straight into the wire that then
it
triggers
triggers
the
it.
the machine, and it just you know
Yeah. Could you imagine that though, dude? Like
slices him in half.
you being the one responsible for that happening because you ran into the tricked wire. Like, oh my fucking god. I would never ever forgive myself. Even if I hated the man. Like that's just crazy. Like you just made me kill someone.
Yep.
It's like Jigsaw. Like he didn't really kill that person. Or she
Like,
didn't really kill that person. You did.
I know that was so traumatic for Emma.
Fuck
She's like,
yeah.
oh, okay, I'm gonna forgive him. Like, he went through a lot, and then bam, he's just dead right in front of me, and it's all my fault.
I love it though because like I feel like in scenes like that in like movies for example they just show like blood splatter but no Emma had like guts on her
All
face,
over her, like
chunky. I was like
yeah,
ugh.
like bone shard, everything, just like
Yeah,
all
it
over
was
her.
gross. I was like oh god, fuck.
Yeah, very chunky. It wasn't just like a bunch of
Yeah,
fake blood splatter all over
like
it. It's
radio
gross.
silence for example their explosions there's just blood. No, it was chunky.
Everything chunky. Okay.
Chunky.
So that was
Gosh.
like episode 7, and then what happens after that? I'm trying to think. So Will dies.
When is whose body is it? I can't remember if it's in the season 1 or 2. But the body that has like the pins in it with the notes that says like oh Audrey blah blah
That
blah
was
like trying
Jake
to
in season 2.
oh oops.
I've already said something about him dying, so it doesn't even matter.
Whoops.
Yeah,
See, this is
no.
what I mean. Is all I can think about is like season 2 because it's so fresh. Fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what's been stuck in my head ever since we started watching this show though? That Daisy song.
Same.
Like nonstop playing in my head. I'm like, oh my
Same.
god, I need to listen to it.
The soundtrack from season 2 is so fire. And
It's
I'm telling you,
good so far.
I sent Hannah so many songs off of the soundtrack because
I added them all to my playlist.
when I tell you I have watched this show since it released, and these songs have stayed on my playlist in my rotation since I watched this show. I'm being so sincere. Like, I listen to these songs regularly.
They're so good though. Like, so
So
that's one thing about MTV shows is they know how to fucking add great music into their shit.
mm-hmm.
I love it. It was good.
The soundtrack, and I mean the soundtrack for season 1's good too. It's just not as good as the season 2 soundtrack, in my opinion.
Yeah, I can agree so far. I lost my shoe, but
The vibes are there. What else? I'm trying to think of what else happens though. Will dies. Jake finds out when he's in the hospital that Will died because he thinks that they all made it out. He doesn't know that Will died after because he was unconscious for a while in the
yeah.
hospital. Um, let's see. Seth gets arrested because they think that he is the killer now, and they think that they have enough evidence or whatever.
I'm trying to think of who the hell Seth is.
Mr. Branson.
Oh. I did not recognize that name. Okay.
Mr. Branson.
Okay.
Because they're, he meets up with Brooke or whatever at the school, and they're in the
Yeah.
auditorium, and then
Yeah.
they
And she gets her arm
she gets attacked,
sliced.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You're
And
right.
then they're like, "Hey yo, we're taking you to fucking jail right now because we think you're the killer." And he's so obviously not the fucking killer, okay?
Yeah, it's
So obviously
painstakingly obvious.
that he
It
is not.
pisses me off.
Like, he is not the fucking killer, alright?
He's just a
And
fucking weirdo.
exactly. I don't remember most of season 8. I mean, not season 8. Episode 8, I think it's just them kind of trying to prove if
Blaming
he's the
and yeah.
killer and figure some more things out. I think they go to Cassie James's house, Brandon's mom, Piper and Emma do, and I think they no, I think they just say his name. Like they're like, "Was his name this?" And she's like, "Yeah, yeah, 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 that was him." And so they're like, "Okay, well, Mr. Branson's definitely the killer. Cassie James confirmed it herself. All right." And so they're pretty, solid on the idea that Mr. Branson's the killer. And they proceed with, their activities. They have their little Halloween dance.
Mm-hmm.
And, well, obviously Mr. Branson was not the killer, so shit's hitting the fan still as we speak.
Oh, and then they discover Audrey and Noah, right? They discover that video of
Of Kieran.
Kieran with Nina.
Yeah. So they go through Rachel's footage because they still can't understand, that they understand why these other people were killed.
But why
Because they
her?
were close to Emma or whatever, but they're trying to figure out the connection with Rachel and why she was part of this, why she got killed.
Yeah.
So they go through her video footage and they come across the clip of Kieran and Nina at a bar together the night before she was murdered. And they're like, huh, that's a little suspicious. Why didn't you mention the fact that you knew the deceased victim? And he's like, I mean, I didn't really think I needed to, which, I mean, I can kind of understand. Like, I don't know. He met the girl one time.
It's hard because like I'm like I don't know because he knew they were friends. Like he should have at least
Like,
brought it up. But that's such an
yeah,
awkward subject.
to
Like,
bring up.
hey Emma, I'm trying to get with you because I really actually like you, but I met with your friend who died the day before. Like that's really hard to tell her.
Yeah.
So like I get
I'm
it,
just like, when is he supposed to? Because they're all like,
but
why didn't you bring that up? When is he supposed to be
when
like,
he,
oh
I
yeah,
don't know.
I was actually at the bar and
Yeah.
I took Nina home the night before she
And it was such
died.
an innocent story too. Like they didn't even do nothing. He just
I know.
literally took her home
He's
because he
like,
was a good man.
he was like, okay, I got into a fight with my dad, so I went to the bar and she was there. She was beautiful, desperate, whatever. And so they're chatting it up, and he's like, was not feeling it clearly because he said
Yeah,
she was desperate
yeah.
and was not vibing. And he was like, all right, she was talking about driving herself home and she was too drunk. So he said, I drove her home and that was it. She wanted me to come in, I didn't. And I was like,
I believed his story. I
I did
definitely
too.
believed his story. I was like, Kieran, come on, boy, what the fuck? But then again, you're in high school too. Like I feel like a lot of people will forget they're in high school. You don't have an adult mentality where you're trying to think of everything that can go wrong. You're trying to think of how to save your ass.
Right,
Because that's how I was in high school. Like,
right,
hello, our brains are still developing.
right. Like, he was,
Kieran,
how was he supposed to be like, yeah, this is definitely something I should tell everybody?
yeah, yeah. I was upset at first, but then I thought about the bigger picture and how I was when I was younger, and I was like, no, I probably wouldn't have said anything either.
I would have been
Because
like,
that, yeah.
I don't
I would
really
have
see
I
the
would have known that
relevance.
would have made me look bad too, and I obviously know I'm not the fucking killer, so
Right. So, yeah, they show that Audrey tells Emma about the video. She shows it to her at the dance while Emma's waiting on Kieran or whatever to show up. And so Emma tells Kieran about the video, and that's when he tells her his side of the story and everything. And Emma's not really buying it. She's like, this is all weird. I don't know what to think. There's a lot going on. And so he gets pissed off and he leaves the dance and goes to do target practice or whatever he said he was doing. I don't fucking know.
yeah, while Brooke's having a fucking party
Yeah,
and
because
shit.
she's like, I'm not going to the party because she's mad at Jake because Jake did whatever to piss her off. I guess whenever he was, it was, oh, because he was spying on her. So she
Yeah, through
thought,
his camera.
she thought he was spying on her, and he was like, "No, actually, I was just trying to figure out who was spying on
Protect
you."
you.
And she's like, "Well, why didn't you just say that?" He said, "'Cause I'm a jackass."
See, that's one thing I love so much about him. Like that moment right there is when I was like, okay, I do
You're like,
like
"Okay, I
Jake.
like him." Yeah. 'Cause
Because he was so honest. Like you never like really find a man that is genuinely honest about the way that they are, and he is. He just doesn't care. He's like, yeah, that's me. Accept it or not. I don't give a fuck. Sorry.
yeah. I think that's why I love my man so
Like
much. Because that's exactly how he is. He's such
he
my boy.
is.
I'll be the first one to say right now, my boyfriend is a dick. My boyfriend is an asshole.
He's
All right.
funny. I think
He
he's
is.
funny.
He is. He is an asshole though. He is very
He is.
blunt, very brutally honest, but he is very brutally honest about the fact that he
Yeah.
is like,
Yes.
and everybody knows like that's just who he is.
That's true.
He does not censor himself or his personality for anybody at all. And
That
you know
is
what? Mad
true. I
respect
can attest.
because be yourself, King. Be you.
As you should. Because why are you going to live life sugarcoating it for everyone else and making yourself miserable? Fuck that. I'm going to be me.
Exactly. Exactly. That's I'm definitely doing a lot more of that recently. I'm
As you
sure
should, Queen.
I'm sure
As you
some people
should.
have noticed my bit of absence on my main account on Twitter. I don't really hang out over there anymore because the community's just gotten real toxic, man. I don't know.
It's a little cray cray. But you
It's
know what?
it's pretty
We
toxic right
vibing
now.
over here, though.
Yeah, me and
We.
Hannah are just straight vibing, and I think not to get into things that not to get into anything, uh, but there are some people out there that I'm sure will probably still listen to this. So, let me
Oh,
speak my
yeah.
truth. Let me speak my truth, Queen. Anyways, if Hannah and or I ever remove ourselves from your life, your socials, whatever, in any facet, I just want you to know that we came to that decision on our own accord,
Mm-hmm.
and it's because it just wasn't for us anymore, and your stuff did not
Your.
align with our stuff, and that's
I was going to say.
okay.
Your aura doesn't match with ours, and that's fine. Because
That
at
is
the end of
okay.
the day, I'm going to protect my peace.
And we're gonna be us, and we
We're going
want
to
you to
be
be
us.
you, but that does not mean that we have to exist with one another
Together.
together. Um,
Yeah.
and I would also like to say that if Hannah and I choose to remove ourselves from your equation, it's not because of anybody else.
Nope.
It's
You done
never,
fucked up yourself.
nobody influences our decisions in that aspect at all. If we don't fuck with you, we just don't fuck with you, and it's not because of something that somebody else said. And we probably already had our minds made up before they ever said anything.
So real.
So
So real.
I just wanted to throw that out there because Twitter's a not so great place right now. There's a lot going down behind the scenes in certain communities, like side communities, whatever. So I just wanted to throw that out there because me and Hannah really try to mind our business and keep to ourselves because we don't want to be involved in drama at all.
Nope. We just want to do our Clown Cafe pod and vibe it out and have
Yeah.
fun.
We're not gonna
Watch
be the
movies.
people. No, we're not gonna be the people to start drama. We're not gonna enable negative conversations, even in our own server. Okay, like
Nope.
we don't encourage bad behavior. We try to shut it down as best as we can. So just wanted to put that clarification out there because I feel like some people might need to hear that.
Just be a good human person, like human being. Be decent. Don't be a dick.
Be kind to people.
Uh, don't be
Uh,
fake.
yeah,
Be kind.
don't
Don't be two faced.
yeah,
Don't
mainly
stab your
that.
friends in the back. Okay. Keep the ones close to you close. Don't be fake. That's all
Yeah,
I'm gonna say.
yeah. There's a lot of fake
Seriously.
people out there.
Life already fucking sucks. Like, just I don't understand. Anyways.
Yeah.
Scream.
Lately, I'm at the point where I'm like any hint of negativity, and I'm like I'm out. I'm out.
Real,
I'm not doing
because
this.
I have a lot of it in my life already. I don't need it online.
Same. Like this is our getaway, our
For real.
escape from everything that's happening in the world and in our own personal lives, and we don't
Hmm.
want to make that space toxic. So we're gonna do our best to keep things 100 at all times. So,
Yes.
anyways, that was just our brief interruption. And
Back to the regular scheduled programming.
oh wait, this episode is brought to you.
Yes, I was waiting for you to
uh,
do
Another brief interruption from our sponsors of this week's episode. This week, this episode is brought to you by Paul's Toe Emporium.
it. Oh, he's gonna be pissed. He specifically said before we started, "You promise you're not gonna say anything on the pod?" I was like,
No, never.
nah.
Oh, and Bruce Sievers doesn't shower.
Poor Brucey.
He gave me permission. Okay. Oh, we've been having so much fun with our watch parties lately, and everybody's just kind of in on these big inside jokes, honestly. So you should stop by, join our watch party one day, sit, have a blast. We have so much fun. Like I know we say this every episode, but we have so much fun during our watch parties.
Yeah.
Everybody in the chat, and there's always something happening.
Always.
Something
Always.
crazy, and there's always some kind of joke. We started a rumor that that our friend Paul has a foot fetish.
But he does not.
He
We
does
just
not.
started it one day.
We'll clear the air here on the Clown Cafe podcast. Okay, Paul does not have a foot fetish. That was a rumor that we started during watch
Poor
party,
guy.
and we decided that we would start a rumor about everybody.
Yep.
Each episode.
One episode, we were gonna start a rumor about someone who watches with us. Uh, I'm so dead. That's
No,
so
we
funny.
started the one about Paul, and then Paul started the rumor about us and said that we have a PR friendship.
Oh yeah, which nobody believed because
They were like, "Nah, you're full of
hello.
shit." He tried to start a rumor about us and say that we had a PR friendship, and he was like, "They're not actually going to Halloween Horror Nights together. They're And anyways, we have plans for that.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
To facilitate the rumors. Yeah.
Yeah,
And then Bruce said that we could start a rumor that he doesn't shower. So
poor Bruce.
again, at Bruce Sievers on Twitter does not shower.
Stanky boy. Stanky, stanky.
He stinks. We love Bruce. Anyways, back to our regularly scheduled programming because there was like 2 more things to touch on, I guess, because we were discussing the very end of the show.
Yes, there was
Or the
something I
season.
wanted to say, but we got off topic.
Go figure.
I'm sure. Us, always.
Us forever. Yeah, no. Okay, so Piper comes back to the dance, and she's like, Emma, something, I went back to Cassie's house because something from yesterday just struck me as weird, and I had to go back and verify. So she says she takes the yearbook back or whatever and points out Mr. Branson in the yearbook, and she was like, nah, that's not the guy that came to see me. And so she's like flipping through. She said she was showing pictures from the vigil or whatever, and she was like, she pointed out Kieran.
I should have been sus right then and there. But instead, I was like, damn, it really is Kieran, huh? I'm so oblivious.
But I was like, Piper, girl, come on.
She really was trying hard.
She was.
Hard.
And she had me fooled. I'm telling you, the first time I watched this show, I had no idea. No, she had me so fooled. And then, let's see what else. They go to the party, and everybody has disappeared because the killer shows up. the killer shows up, and so then everybody scatters like a bunch of roaches, and the only people that are left hanging around are Brooke, Mr. Branson, who was released by the
Randomly
killer from
showed up.
prison. Yeah, well, he was
Yeah.
released from prison by the killer, who then killed the deputy and tried to make it look like he escaped or whatever. Um, so he goes to Brooke's house because, well, he had a thing for
Where
Brooke,
else
so
would
that's
I
the
go?
first place he's gonna go to. So
Yeah.
Brooke, Mr. Branson, Jake, Audrey.
Audrey's knocked the fuck out somewhere. I
Yeah,
thought she
those are
died. I was so scared.
that's
Oh my
everybody
god.
that's there. And then Emma and Noah show up. Piper is somewhere there. They show up and there's like blood all over her Jeep and they're like, "What the fuck? Piper's been got." And her little like recorders on the ground and her glasses and
Mm-hmm.
stuff. And so they're like, "Oh no, she's attacked. She's been
She's
attacked."
so smart. She's
She
like,
was.
I'm gonna
She
set
was so
this shit
smart.
up.
She did. She ate
Queen.
that, honestly.
She did. She really did.
My girl. And then Brooke gets locked in a freezer.
Oh, dude, yeah. That shit sucks because then he was like stabbing the tar.
I
Shoot.
know.
I keep misgendering the killer. My bad.
Poor
She. Well,
Brooke.
actually, I technically don't know because I don't know the other
You're right.
killer.
Because we don't
But
know
anyways,
which killer it was that was doing all this.
no, that's
I
true.
feel like both killers did play a role in the finale of the first season for sure, especially because when they finally make it to the dock at the end and right before Piper dies, when she's like, "I've got one more surprise for you."
Mhm.
And it's gonna and then she gets shot by Audrey and
Yeah.
there we go, leaving off on a cliffhanger. But yeah, Brooke
How?
survives, thank God. My queen.
I know. Oh God, I felt so bad when they pulled her out. Her body's all like bluish
Blue. She was
white. I was like, oh
blue.
my God, she's gonna die. Like, fuck
And
this
fucking
girl.
Jake. They pull her out of the freezer and he's like, "Don't worry, I'll warm you up." And he like leans down and like he's gonna do his fucking CPR and she goes,
CPR.
"I'm still breathing, you creep." And he's like, "Oh, sorry."
He's so fucking funny. I
And
can't.
then he's like, "You guys go." And he's like, "I'm here. Jake's here."
Yeah.
And I was like, I love him. He's so
He's
ridiculous.
he's so baby girl sometimes
He
for real.
is. He's like at first he seems like your typical douchebag jock, and then
Yeah.
as time
But he's
goes
got a
on,
soft spot.
he becomes kind of a himbo. He's definitely
He
a
is.
little bit of a himbo,
He is 100% a himbo. Like,
and I love a
he's.
himbo.
Me too. Those are always one of my faves.
Yeah,
Fave genre.
yeah. Oh yeah, the sheriff died. We great
We
glazed over that.
discussed that.
Uh,
Yeah.
they kind of broadcast that at the dance. The killer puts it up on the big screen while they're all at the dance as he's tied to the tree. And so Emma and Maggie go and find him. He's tied to the tree that not Branson. Brandon used to leave gifts in for Maggie.
Yeah.
And anyways, so they show up and Maggie's like, "All right, we're gonna get you down from here." And he's like, "Maggie, something's not right. Something's not right." And she's like, "No, it's okay. We're gonna get you down. Like you're fine." And he's like, "Something's not right." And you can see like the duct tape like all
Yeah.
down here. He's tied up. And then as soon as she starts pulling stuff off,
Mm.
you're like, "Oh, that's all that was holding him together." Oh, okay. Because
Ugh.
his intestines just pour out, and you're like, oh my god. And then poor Maggie's just there, like, oh no, trying to pick his insides up, and then he just is dead right there in front of her.
I could not imagine that. Like,
That's so traumatic.
no.
That's so
Hell no. It
like
is.
like oh
This
I
poor girl.
like oh you just died. It's my fault. This is all my fault, and you just died right here in my
In my
arms.
arms.
And I
Your,
thought
well,
I
your
was saving
guts.
you, but actually I killed you, so.
Yep. Fuck.
Oops.
Oopsies.
So
Sorry.
tragic. And then she's like, oh, she's at the police station. She's like, I'm gonna get cleaned up. She stays there. Obviously, the killer nabs her and takes her to the dock, because that's where Emma goes. She's like, all right.
Mm-hmm.
She goes down there because the killer's like, come alone, or your mommy dies. Or some shit. So
I
Emma
don't
goes,
remember exactly, but yeah.
I don't either. So Emma goes down there, and Maggie's like, oh god, he's here. And Emma turns around, there's the killer. Oh no, ah! And she's like, alright, I'm done playing this game with you. Take the mask off. Like, who the fuck are you? And so she takes the mask off, and you're like, fucking Piper.
I know. I seriously was like, what?
You're like, huh?
Piper? Okay.
She's like,
I was
hey
fully
girl.
expecting it to be someone else.
And
I'm
Emma's like,
so.
huh? Emma was so confused.
She was.
She was like expecting it to be anybody else but Piper. She's like, the fuck?
Literally. That
She's
was
like,
me too. I was
I know,
expecting it to be anyone else, not her. She
I
was
know,
the last person on my suspect list.
I know. But then Piper's like, oh, sexist much? You thought it just had to be a son that was doing all this? Never stopped to think that it could. Which, first of all, I know that it was a closed adoption, but how did Maggie not know if she
The
gave birth to
gender.
a boy or a girl?
For real. Like, would she have her eyes closed the entire time that she gave birth and the baby popped out? She's like, no, I
Right.
don't even want to see it. Just take it. Just take it. Like,
I fucking guess because, huh? Because
oh
they're
god.
like, oh, they don't know. How did you not know if the kid you gave birth to was a boy or a girl?
No, for real. I never thought of that. I didn't question that until now, but
Like,
who
huh?
fucking knows?
Like, what? Anyway, so we find out Piper's the killer. She's, Emma's long lost sibling. Maggie gave her up for adoption. She wants vengeance because Maggie's the reason that her dad's dead, and then Emma got the perfect life that she didn't. And, woe is me, so she wants to
Valid
kill
woe is
both of
me.
them. She wants to kill both of them, and then Audrey shows up and kills Piper before she can reveal who her accomplice was.
Pow pow. That's
And
exactly what happened.
obviously, since she didn't get the dramatic reveal, the killer was like, okay, well, I'm not just gonna say it's me. We'll
Real.
just go on another killing spree, why don't we? That's how we get season 2.
Honestly, I would too. Like, if you and I were killers and, like, you got caught, for example, I would be like, you know what? I'm still gonna go on some killing sprees because I know my wife would want me to.
Period. Keep up my work.
I got
Keep it
you,
going.
queen.
Keep it
I
going.
would.
Yep. And then I don't know. The show ends. Emma, everybody's good. Maggie's alive. Emma's alive. Jake and Brooke, Noah and Audrey,
Yeah. They're
and
all Gucci.
they're all Gucci. And then we go to season 2.
And then hell breaks loose immediately.
Yep.
Immediately.
Literally instantaneously, because the very first thing that happens, you think Audrey's getting attacked. No, it's just a prank by some bitch that goes to school with her who thinks it's funny
Oh, yeah.
somehow to dress up in the costume of the person who almost killed you a year ago and terrorize
It's
you in
the.
a movie theater and make you think that
Yeah.
you're actually being chased and that you're about to die, and then get mad whenever you stab them.
Yep.
They were like, oh
Yeah.
my god, she stabbed me. And they were like, what the
Like, yeah,
fuck
no
did you...
fucking shit.
She's like, oh my god, what the fuck did you do? It was just a joke. It was just, like, what kind of joke is that?
Like, okay, do you remember? Oh, obviously, you've seen this a million times, just like me. But okay, the scene in the original Scream where the
Mm-hmm.
principal like got pissed off at the two kids being assholes that were running around with the Scream masks, and he was like, oh, pretty much like, oh, well, what I really want to do to you is teach you a fucking lesson, pretty much, and beat
Yeah.
your ass so you don't do this shit again. Yeah,
Yep.
that's what those fuckers needed. Because
That
why do you
ass.
think that's funny? Like,
Oh,
why?
and that character is only gonna get worse.
Who? What character?
Haley, the girl that pranked
Oh,
Audrey.
fuck
The one
her.
that's a bitch. She doesn't ever get redeemed, okay? She is a terrible character through and through until...
Until she dies! I don't know. I've never seen it. I'm just hoping.
Maybe. Maybe.
I guess I'll find out.
Maybe. But,
Yeah.
that was Scream Season 1. It's pretty pretty wild journey. Doesn't get quite as crazy as season 2, but it's pretty insane
It's still
overall.
pretty crazy. Yeah.
And yeah,
It is a fun
lots of
watch, I'm not gonna lie.
it is lots of character development, lots of interesting things happening, and I can't
Mm-hmm.
wait for us to wrap on season 2 because oh god, the end of the season just it starts getting so crazy and the reveal and everything just god, I love this season.
I'm so nervous and so excited at the same time.
I love all of the characters in this season except for obviously that Haley girl. But
Yeah,
everybody
fuck her.
else, honestly, in this season I do love. Like I love Zoe,
Oh, Zoe's so cute.
I love Stavo, I love who else gets introduced this season? I don't care for Miss Lang. She's kind of a eh.
Miss Lang. Who is that? That sounds very familiar.
She's the psych teacher or whatever the fuck she
Oh.
teaches.
Oh. Well. I
The
don't
one that
remember her. What
the
the
one
fuck?
that the one that locked Emma in the room in the last episode we watched.
Oh.
The teacher.
Oh. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why I couldn't think of like who the fuck is Miss Lang?
Yeah, she's kind of eh. She's eh. But Stavo and Zoe,
I love Stavo.
I love both of them this
I
season.
love Zoe too. Little
Stavo
mermaid,
is
cute girl.
definitely misunderstood as
His
hell.
artwork is beautiful. Okay, I mean I don't want to dive too deep into it because I want to talk about it next
Mhm.
time, but
Yeah.
it's so pretty.
We'll definitely have a lot to talk about with season 2 because it's the superior season and there's already so much
Clearly.
happening that we probably
Oh yeah.
that we're like itching to talk about that we've already watched.
Literally.
We're like I want to say something but we want to save it for the next episode. So,
Literally.
but yeah, that was Scream season 1.
Yep.
It was a hell of a watch.
It was.
We'll be rewatching 8
Oh yeah,
million more
for
times.
sure. I'm definitely gonna be rewatching that show. It's not even that long either, so fuck yes.
Yeah. It's a very quick watch. I don't know if I'll ever watch the 3rd season, honestly.
I'll probably watch it out of curiosity, but I know I'm gonna be disappointed anyways, so.
I kind of want to watch it, just I don't know.
Maybe we'll watch it for shits and fucking giggles while you're over and we'll just be
Yeah.
like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is it your dog or something? Oh, okay. I was like, I don't hear anything.
Good.
Where's my
It's
phone?
because she doesn't have her jingle jangle collar on today.
She said you did, Mama. You spoke my language by going.
I don't have my other microphone on though. Obviously, I'm using this microphone today, so hopefully you can't hear her.
I could barely hear her, so you're fine.
Okay, good. All right.
Oh my gosh.
I just choked on my saliva. All right. Well, that was season 1 of Scream. We will continue our watch of season 2. That'll be wrapped by the time that this episode comes out. So, if you leave season 2 spoilers in the comments, it'll be fine. That will not be a problem because we will have already seen it.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I've already seen it, but I mean for
I
her
will have
sake.
seen it. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Thank you guys for watching,
Yeah.
listening, whatever it is that you do.
What's Noah say? Thanks for listening to the morgue.
Maybe we
That's
should end it like that. Thanks for listening to
Clown Cafe Podcast. The end.
Goodbye. Boop.
Anyways, we will, I guess, see you guys next week. We got lots of
At my house.
yeah, we have lots of fun Halloween Horror Night stuff planned. Lots of extra little videos. We'll be making TikTok videos and reviews on stuff from Halloween Horror Nights. We're gonna be watching some movies. We're gonna be watching some TV. We're gonna be doing all kinds of stuff. Some fun
I want to make
arts and
I want
crafts
to make some
activities.
bracelets. Yes.
Yes,
It's gonna be a blast.
I'm so excited.
Me too.
Well,
Ugh.
we will see you guys probably next week, I guess.
Yeah.
So,
Bye.
Yeah. Come hang out with us in our Discord server. We've been doing a lot of stuff in there lately. We do a lot of gaming, lots of
Yeah.
movie nights, so
It's
I
been
guess I
popping
can.
lately. It's
It
been
has been
fun.
pretty poppin'. I will see if I can attach a link in the description when I upload this,
Mm-hmm.
and you guys can get in there and join us. But I think most of the
Yes.
people that watch this are already in our Discord server. So.
Probably already in there, yeah.
So, but if you're not already, come join us.
I can't do that one as good, but yay.
All right. Well, we'll see you guys next week. We love you. Oh.